It was founded by Mr. and Mrs. Krause. Behind me is the Krause Children's Center. Some of the residents are here because they have low self-esteem, history of physical, emotional, sexual, self-abuse and neglect, depression, bipolar disorder, impulse disorders, mood disorders, emotional disorders, running away, physical aggression, property destruction, or drug addiction. Due to the fact of the children's nature, we are not allowed to interview any of them, but we are allowed to interview the director in the lobby. Hello, we are from Seven Lakes. Would you mind telling us your name?
My name is Rena John, and I'm the Director of Volunteer Services at the Krause Children's Center.
How long have you worked?
Just under a month.
What is it like to work at a Krause Children's Center?
To come help our kids on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, to provide certain activities like basketball, yoga. We're trying to get volunteers who can come do art activities with the kids. Because during the week they have a they have a schedule that they have to follow. They go to school just like you guys do from 8 to 3, and then they do their homework and they have counseling. But on the weekends they have a lot more free time, so it's nice to be able to get volunteers who can come in and do things with the kids. Provide services to these kids and provide love and care that these kids, some of them may never have experienced before.
So who are these kids and why are they here?
The Krause kids are, as I mentioned, between the ages of 12 to 17 years old, and these are kids who have suffered some kind of abuse or neglect. We're used to having our parents telling us to do our homework, go to bed at a certain time and make sure we have a nice hot meal on the table, but a lot of these kids didn't come from those kinds of circumstances. And, because of their abuse and their neglect, they have certain things that they need to work through. And so when they come to the Krause Children's Center, it's because they may have been bounced around from different foster homes or come from juvenile probation, and they need that little extra love and support. And that's why they're here. They go to school on site, they live here, and they also meet with therapists and counselors so that they can talk about the things that have happened to them and hopefully get the help that they need. That way when they leave here within 6 to 8 months, they can go back to another foster family and thrive and be successful and go to college and just do better with their lives.
Krause is a long-term residential treatment center for both boys and girls, ages 11 to 17 years old. And they stay with us an average of 6 to 9 months. And they're referred to the Krause Center by various organizations and state agencies such as the Child Protective Services, JPD, family law judges. And trust me, we would love to be in the position to go out of business. But sadly, this side of heaven, I'm not sure we will ever be able to do that because that need is there and is so great. Currently, there are 60 children, roughly, at the Krause Center, roughly half boys, half girls. A third are Caucasian, a third Hispanic, a third African American. And what each child sadly has in common is that they've been the victim of neglect. They've been the victim of sexual or physical abuse. And they come to the Krause Center angry and afraid and lonely and depressed and hurt. And then along with the therapeutic care, the spiritual care, the loving, caring staff, and it's also, for example, our one-on-one intensive educational system that's a game changer and part of the healing process.